crash hard, they sure don't break. Roots go deep, no storm can take. This land of ours where hearts ignite, Saipan stands holding tight. Tinian whispers, winds that heal. Roar rises, forged in steel. Island strong, we carry on. Through the dark, we find the dawn. Hold the line, we sing our song. Saipan, Tinian, Rota, Island strong. Sky turns gray, but we don't fall. Towers crumble, we rebuild all. Sweat and tears, they mark the ground. Every loss, the strength we found. Mountains call, they stand so proud. Oceans roar, but we're not cowed. Island strong, we carry on. Through the dark, we find the dawn. Hold the line, we sing our song. Saipan, Tinian, Rota, Island strong. Island strong, we carry on. Through the dark, we find the dawn. Hold the line, we sing our song. Saipan, Tinian, Rota, Island
All right, good morning, Marianas. We've got a lot of show for you today. We got guests in studio. We got so much more. But the first thing that we're going to do is get you ready with the latest news from the Associated Press. And while you're watching, you notice that small screen that's on there. That is live coverage. They are going to, while we are doing our show today, launch the Artemis 2 mission. Unless something happens with weather or something mechanical, we are less than an hour away from the launch of the team that is going to go and circle the moon, and we're going to watch it live together, but while we're still doing the same show. So there it is, 49 minutes, 58, 57, 56, 55. That is the countdown. We'll be right back. Here's the news from the Associated Press.
AP News, I'm Ben Thomas. The Supreme Court heard arguments today over President Trump's restrictions on birthright citizenship. Mark Sherman reports the administration was appealing a lower court ruling that struck them down.
The administration's argument is that the 14th Amendment Citizenship Clause does not extend citizenship to children born of people who are in the country illegally or temporarily. The phrase subject to the jurisdiction does not apply to people who are here illegally or temporarily. The justices did not seem to broadly embrace that argument. They questioned Trump's Solicitor General at length, and both conservative and liberal justices seemed highly skeptical. It sounds like the court is poised to reject Trump's birthright citizenship order. We'll have a definitive ruling by early summer.
President Trump attended the arguments, a first for a sitting president, but stayed only for arguments by the government's lawyer. In the Iran war, more attacks on Iran and from Iran across the Middle East today. And John Gambrell reports.
President Trump offered his latest rhetorical U-turn when it comes to the Iran war. He's posted online claiming that Iran's president had asked for a ceasefire. One thing to note is that Trump referred to this president as the new regime president. Iran has the same president that's had the entire war. That's Masoud Pezeshkian. Meanwhile, Iran itself is saying that these claims by Trump online are, quote, false and baseless. But Trump has reiterated his threat to attack Iran militarily should the Strait not open and allow energy shipments, fertilizer, and other goods to pass through.
The president's to address the nation on the war tonight. Oil prices remain high, but Brent crude eased back around $101 per barrel, and stocks rallied worldwide on the prospect of an end to the war. The Dow rose 224 points or 0.5%. The S&P gained 0.7%. The Nasdaq 1.2%. This is AP News. Donna Warder has the story of a 125-year-old Kentucky cathedral.
After 2 years, the restoration of the Cathedral Basilica of the Assumption in Covington, Kentucky is complete, with the last of the heavy lifting, the installation of 32 recreated gargoyles.
There we go. It's touching. That's it.
Reverend Ryan Mayer says the church's facade takes after a very famous church in Paris.
It is known as America's Notre Dame, and the vision of Bishop Maas, who built the cathedral, our third bishop, to really bring the European experience of a cathedral to the Midwest and to our diocese, and to have the facade modeled after Notre Dame.
The 125-year-old church is just across the Ohio River from Cincinnati. Mayor says it cost $8 million to renovate, mostly coming from donations. I'm Donna Warder.
There's more news at apnews.com. I'm Ben Thomas. Thanks for listening.
Hey, bro, can I grab your bush?
Yeah, man, go for it.
Right on. Thanks, bro. Hey, bro, can I grab your bush too?
Sure, bro. Go ahead.
Thanks.
Now I can grab my own bush. Saipan, it's time to grab your bush. Pick up a 12-pack of ice-cold Bush, and you're in for more than just a refreshing beer. Every 12-pack gives you a chance to win exclusive Bush gear and more. So don't wait. Swing by your favorite store, grab your Bush, and join the fun. Because here in Saipan, the best moments are even better with Bush. Grab your Bush today.
If you think girls and women's equality matter, stand up. If girls and women's sports matter, and you want your daughters to have the same opportunity you had, stand up. If you know that it isn't fair or safe to allow males to compete in girls' sports, because it's, well, obvious, stand up. Don't be cowed by people who call you a bigot. You're not a bigot. Don't let men tell us how to be good girls. Don't let others tell you you just need to be quiet. Sit down. Be nice. It's not nice to further a lie. It's not mean to believe in women's equality. We deserve our own sports, privacy, fairness, safety. We deserve a chance to compete and win. So don't be nice. Don't be careful. Be honest. Be brave. Fight for women. We've come too far to give up now. And if you agree with that, stand up and stand with us.
notify anyone who has satellites? Do they have to reprogram them to make sure they're out of the way?
Alarm clock bark, sky still gray, radio clicks on, static haze. Good morning, Marianas, in my face. Brad yelling, wake up, Saipan, no escape. Coffee burns my lip, he laughs in my kitchen, talks like he knows every bruise that I am in. Good morning, Marianas, rise up, Saipan, hearts on the harbor, headlines in his hand. Good morning, Marianas, live from the reef to the ridge, bread with the weather, and a dare on the bridge. Traffic on Beach Road, kids half dressed. He jokes about rain and unpaid rent. Says call the show, tell me what you regret. Then plays our song like a second chance bet. He says, say your name, we say it like a prayer. Through busted speakers, we are almost there. Good morning, Marianas, rise up, Saipan. Shacks and condos, all sing with the fan. Good morning, Marianas, old scars, new daylight. Brad talks nonsense, somehow gets it right. Who is this voice in my cracked dashboard? Why does it feel like he is keeping score of every tired island soul dragged out of bed? Every maybe I will make it spinning in my head. Good morning, Marianas, rise up, Saipan. Bad roads, good stories, all part of the plan. Good morning, Marianas, yeah, shout it again. Brad says you are awake, so start living it then.
Good morning, Marianas. Holy cow, it's Thursday, baby. Thursday, we are living it. It's a great day in Saipan. Look at that behind me. That is great weather. It's not rain. Okay, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. No, but today we're supposed to have great weather today, so don't feel bad about it at all. The temperature's right, the sky's looking good, and hopefully we're looking better on your screen this morning than we ever had before. 76 degrees out here in Saipan today, up at the Saipan International Airport. Humidity is rocking at 88%, and that's just going to fall throughout the day, continuing to make it feel cooler and cooler. Looking at mostly sunny skies today. That's right, baby, with a high near 87. Nice light winds, but gusts as high as 18 miles per hour throughout the day. Tonight, and mainly after midnight, looking at partly cloudy skies, low around 75. The wind's going to be about the same, but a chance of rain. Tomorrow, that chance of rain goes up a little bit because it only goes to partly sunny skies, but it is going to be gusty as well, with gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. So basically, enjoy it today. We're going to have a great one. And then this weekend, good news, baseball fans, we're looking at mostly sunny skies for you guys this weekend. Yeah, baby, that's right. By the way, Luisa, thanks for sending all that baseball info. We have, yes, it is. So we have great stats from you. Thank you very much. And we've got our story all written up. We just got to put a couple of cool photos to go out there with it, and it'll be out there today. We've got the junior and the senior league stats for the pitchers and the hitters and everything, the records for the teams. And with weather like this, they're going to be able to play. So yeah, baby, this is good stuff. Hey, you might be noticing something a little bit different in the screen. Where is it? This way? There. Down there, 38 minutes, 34 seconds, 33. That is when the Artemis 2 mission is going to launch. That is the live feed right now. There's a couple different ones. This one is the one from C-SPAN that we got. The one from NASA was, I don't know if you guys were able to notice, but it was getting a little pixelated, so we decided to get off of that and get onto this one on the YouTube side. So we're going to have that live for you, and that should happen just about the time we're wrapping up with the folks from the from Ty Dorham's group who are coming in today. I'm really excited about that. The WBC has recognized that organization here in the Marianas as the official fighting group from the Marianas for the World Boxing Confederation, and that means getting people out for Muay Thai and all that other stuff. So that's really cool. So we're able to send folks to these international competitions to represent the Marianas. Well, we're going to hear from them today at 8 o'clock, so we're about 15 minutes away from that. We're going to keep an eye on that launch pad as well. I mean, we're sending astronauts into space. And not for the space station. It's the first time a manned mission. Now, they're not going to land on the moon. Not this time. That, I think it was going to be Artemis 3, but I think they pushed that back to Artemis 4 mission. But that is it. We're talking a new spacecraft that's moving humans from one place to another. This is the first time they've had a new spacecraft for something like that. It's so exciting. I can't believe that it's happening again. This happened when we were kids, or before, or just the last time they flew was when I was a kid, or just beforehand. And man, now they're doing it again, and it's really exciting. I can't wait till they touch down on the moon on that next mission. That's going to be something. The whole purpose of this, by the way, they're looking at building a base on the moon. Are you serious? That's right. And they're doing it. We're going to broadcast live from the moon one day. I'm not sure about that. Probably there's a chance, but it's a very small chance. So you're saying there's a chance. Hey, good morning to you guys. I want to say thanks to you guys for tuning in. Jim Cyrock, great to see you. Hey, over there on YouTube world, great to see you. Saipan Nenny says traumatized from that one rocket launch with the teachers. I watched it. I still remember it happening. I was a sixth grader. I was over at Calasanctius in Buffalo, New York. And that's a deep cut. Any of you guys know Calasanctius? There's very few of you who probably do from here. But it was a great little school. Justin Johnson running into the hallway as I was walking through. He's like, Brad, the space shuttle just blew up. I'm like, what? We ran in there. That big TV on the wheels, the big box TVs, went right in the room, and we just saw everything else that happened. That was terrible. But hey, we're doing better than that today. Good morning, Alexis. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in today. Great to see you. Milanta Minsk is here with us. No way. One of the best hashers ever. Thanks so much for being here with us today. Yeah, Nenny, it's going to be awesome. Caleb is here. Says, less order fumes, eh? Hey, good news. Not only we left the aircon running all night, so it was extra nipply when I came in this morning, but we brought the air purifier in from Casa de Rosala, and hopefully that's going to help defume us this morning. So that's what we're hoping for. Let's see, who's it? Vicky Camacho de la Cruz. Good morning. She says, good morning, CNMI and NMI News. Well, good morning to you. Thanks for joining us today. Marianne Kaliliman. Les horas aguas. I'm hoping I'm getting it. I'm trying to give it the full-on dedication to that accent. See if I got it. I'm glad you like the music too. Thank you. I love it too. I'm loving it. Evelyn Kango is with us. Evelyn, thank you for joining us today. Always great to see you. And so great to see all of you guys. Let's see, who else do we got with us? Holy cow, Michael Gregory Tawai. Now, you might like seeing his smiley face and that little circle that's on there, but you can also see his regular opinion pieces that he sends to us. He does all kinds of research. He covers all kinds of topics, and he sends them to us. You can find them. We post the little snippets on our social media pages, but you're able to see it on the website, along with all the headlines of all the news that we cover throughout the day. You're able to find it on nminewsservice.com. Check it out. If you haven't, hey, go for it. And if you like the way the Variety does the comments, because that's the best part of it for me, we have that same comment structure that discuss, so you don't have to come up with a new comment, a new profile, new anything, go in there, give it a thumbs up if you like a story, or say something goofy about somebody. You can do all that same stuff that you would normally do over there. Why mess with the best? They found the right platform for it, so we did the same thing. We got it. Missy Massaro's with us. Good morning. Holy cow. She says, morning, Marianas. Morning, Brad, with CNMI and the whole world. No kidding. We do kind of have the whole world in here, right? Speaking of that, there's Tobot Castro. He is tinting the world one forerunner at a time. The tint man from Dan is with us in the house. Great to see you, Tobot, my man. He's one of the OGs back from when this thing started from the spare bedroom of the house. Started from Talazza, now with Spear. All right. Eric Mopnas, my veteran brother, is here. He says, good holy Thursday morning, Brad, CNMI, and everyone listening to this great station. Have a blessed and safe day. Take care, stay safe, and God bless you all always. What? This guy, not the best guy in the world. I'm telling you, you got to meet this guy. If you haven't met Eric Mopnas before, you're missing out on a great dude. He is Volunteer of the Year for all of our veteran organizations, and we're so glad to have him. And man, I'm glad because of Project Buddy Check, I got to meet you, man. I got this great dude in my life now who is just a great solid friend, a great vet, and a great resource, a guy who does anything for just about anybody. Man, if I needed to move somewhere, he'd be a guy who would say, yes, I'm there. So that's how I grade folks. He's one of those guys who would be there. PJ Victoria, are you still in Colorado? I don't know. You move around so much, you travel all over the place, racking up all those frequent flyer miles. Great to see you. So thanks for tuning in again today. Man, we're going to see how we manage with the air purifier in here. I've got my fingers crossed that it's going to be good. The reason why we're talking about that, because we've got the that new backdrop that we put in over the weekend, last weekend. And man, the painting wasn't done here. The staining wasn't done here. But it's still pretty right. We bought all the stuff, and we learned something. By the way, this is through a great partnership we got with the folks at NM Tech for advertising stuff. By promoting what they've got going on for the registration for schools and stuff like that. Came up with this idea. Said, hey, we buy all these materials and we start repping some of your stuff. What do you think? And they said, heck yeah. So we're in. Now, we learned something together. We learned that this brand of paint and stain might not be the one that we want to use. I think it's great for outdoor stuff, but for inside stuff, maybe not. I keep those that fan going and everything, keep the door open and all that stuff. But anyway, that's inside baseball for you. Anyway, I could see these guys, they're massing outside. They're getting ready. So in about 7 minutes, we're going to bring them in. The Muay Thai guys who are going to be telling us about their next mission and what they're getting ready for now. It's very exciting. Oh, Tobot says, we need to have beers one day soon. I'm not a vet, but a vet from Salvation Army Bell Ringers platoon stationed at Kmart. That is great. Hey, man, I gave up drinking for Lent. I'm only a few days away. That's the other countdown that everybody's waiting for. Waiting for this Artemis mission and waiting for Sunday so that I could do that. We're just about 30 minutes away. I'm pointing because I got the screen here. I got the screen over there. So you'll see it in the background when these guys come in for the interview as well. But this is the big exciting thing. My goodness, folks. So much happening in the Marianas, and we'll get to a couple of real quick headlines. I know we already got you the updates from the Associated Press, and we'll get to some of ours here. But let's get you down to the road. While school is out right now because of spring break, it is not a bad idea to make sure that you're still paying attention to where you're going out there on the road. It is safe when you're there, and it is safe on the roads thanks to a lot of heads-up driving. But we've seen that there have been some crazy pedestrian incidents. So let's get down to the roads and let you know what traffic looks like today. So keep you squared away. All right, well, this is it. This is that live look at traffic all the way over on the San Vicente side. You can see that it's so much easier when there's not school buses and all that other stuff. Should we just school from home? No, of course not. Prom will be terrible. All right, so you're over there. That's the look over by Shell Dan. Things looking pretty good. A little spotty here and there, but not too shabby. Kind of like our show. All right, hey, let's take a look at the intersection that matters at the place where connections matter. IT&E, not too bad at all. Just minor minor traffic. All right, over there by the old AK, things are looking good too. We are just scrolling through quickly because there's nothing at Mount Carmel except for a lot of kids who are going to church. Everything else is looking pretty good though. Todd's Hopwood traffic, nothing going on over there by Guangdong Hardware. SIS private schools closed too. Looking around the back Island Road, of course, there's nothing at Dan or San Vicente. How about the Rodeo Drive of Saipan? Yeah, even our shopping district in Capitol Hill is quiet. That's right. Where is the shopping district? Oh, it's Capitol Hill Market, Sarah Market, and Zenu Market. They're all right next to each other. That is pretty much the shopping district, the Midienda shopping district of the CNMI. All right, let's get down there, over there by the intersection by the hospital and the tennis ball and the racquetball courts. There's cars going everywhere there. It's not too bad, though. It's not really a big delay. But you are going to see a delay coming up Orchard Street when you get past the home of the Mallards, making their way out to Middle Road. And then you're going to get your regular intersection traffic. You can see it over there by the museum, by Gualo Rye, and even, good news, over there by Quartermaster Road. Things are looking, as LJ would say, Jerry Strawberry. That's right. It's looking mighty fine. By the way, did you see our story that we had for LJ yesterday? Oh man, we'll bring you over there. Anyway, that's what we got for you right now as far as traffic goes, and we're gonna get back into the beef of the program. About 4 minutes away from our guests, and we will take a real quick break. I want to say hi to Alton Seman Fitial in the house. Great to see you. Thanks for being here and being a part of the program today. Just want to remind you, one of the cool things about this show is that it's your show. I'm the guy with the camera and the microphones and stuff like that, but we want to talk about what you're doing, the news that you have in the Commonwealth, the stuff that you're doing. You're working hard with everything, and not everybody knows about it, so let us know about it so we can help tell your story, whether it's on the show or even afterwards, because even though I'm in this chair all the time when you see me on the show, I am actually not attached to it. I like getting out of here and going and telling stories, and telling your story would be an honor for us to do it. Remember, if you want to call this show and be a part of it, the number is 670-789-2323, 670-789-2323. And if it's too much because you're long distance, hey, you can WhatsApp call that number too. We will get it. All right, but and our guests take calls too, which is pretty cool. Holy cow, Robbie Myers is watching all the way from Rhoda. Great to see you too. Hey, it was so nice to meet you and the team over there when we were down there for Besita Luta. Boy, I'll tell you, it was so wonderful. And where Robert was, they were doing the slings and watching those kids, man. Those kids can sling. I was not just like mid impressed, like I was highly impressed. Like, these kids are little warriors with their slings. Some of them were a little better than others, to be fair. But the ones who had it, holy cow, and they're young. I know that they're only going to develop those skills, pass on that culture to the next generation of Galitas. And I heard from Guelo himself said that there's like 10,000 slingers over there in Guam. Holy cow. Man, I don't see enough people doing it here. I know they do stuff on Tinian, because I know they have the contests and stuff like that. But if they do it here, man, I want to go cover it. Great question. Oh, my goodness. My old buddy, Jing Borden is here. Oh, man. I'll tell you what, Jing, this is the thing that we were talking about years ago before you left. When you were talking about leaving, I'm like, this is the thing. We could have been doing this. Anyway, I know you're doing great stuff right now, my friend, out in the mainland. I wish you and the family all the best. He's like, hey, are you going live on Friday up to Mount Tapachau on Good Friday tomorrow? Yes, that is what we're going to do. You're going to hear me huffing and puffing along with everybody else going up the hill tomorrow. So you won't see us in studio tomorrow, but you will see us making our way live from Mount Tapachau. We did it last year, and it was great. Really enjoyed it. We're going to get close to the action as they're raising the cross, and not too close to where we're in the way. It was great to be there. We were right there last year to really get some of that really up-close coverage, and we're looking forward to doing that for you again tomorrow morning. So, man, what a life. What a life we get to lead, right? All right, well, I'll tell you what, we do have a new news update. I want to get these guys inside the studio so they're ready to go. I got to get them seated and get them ready for the camera and get their microphones ready. But while I'm doing that, I can give you this sports update from Fox Sports.
Sports Update.
We're in the final stretch of the NBA and NHL regular seasons, and playoff spots are on the line. Several high-profile games taking place Tuesday will start on the hardwood. The Rockets with a 111-94 win over the Knicks. Houston is now tied with the Timberwolves for 5th place in the West. The Pistons beating the Raptors 127-116. Detroit remains at the top of the Eastern Conference. The Magic defeating the Suns 115-111. Orlando now has sole possession of 8th place in the East. And the Hornets with a 117-86 win over the Nets. Charlotte is now tied with the Heat for 9th place in the East. To the ice we go. The Canadiens defeating the Lightning 4-1. Montreal has now won 6 in a row, and they move closer to Tampa Bay in the Atlantic Division. The top team in the Metro Division is the Hurricanes, who topped the Blue Jackets 5-2. Columbus is hanging on to the final wildcard spot in the East. Still in contention is the Capitals, who emerged with a 6-4 win over the Flyers. Alex Ovechkin and Tom Wilson scoring 2 goals each for Washington. NFL League meetings continued in Phoenix Tuesday, and team owners have approved a contingency plan in case the league cannot reach a deal with referees before the season begins. The plan will allow the NFL's officiating department to correct clear and obvious missed calls made by on-field officials. Fouls eligible for the corrections include roughing the passer, intentional grounding, face mask, and more. The rule will only be in effect for 1 year only. And the Jacksonville Jaguars are set to play their 2027 home games in Orlando while renovations continue on their current stadium. The team announcing that Camping World Stadium will host their games in 2027. Everbank Stadium will still host games in 2026, but with reduced capacity. You can listen and follow the Fox Sports Podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your favorite podcasts. I'm Tony Genualdo.
Get more on the Fox Sports app and foxsports.com.
If you see something, say something, and stay anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers at 234-7272 or submit a tip online at nmicrimestoppers.com. No names, no caller ID, no recordings, just your info. And if your tip leads to an arrest, you could earn up to $1,000 in cash. Your tips have helped take hundreds of criminals off the streets in the NMI. It works because of you. Crime Stoppers, we want your information, not your name. PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care. Are you or someone you know living with a mental illness? Have you experienced abuse or neglect, denial of services, or discrimination because of a mental illness or disability? You have rights. NM Posse is the Northern Marianas Protection and Advocacy Systems Incorporated, and we're here for you. Individuals diagnosed with mental illness have human, civil, and legal rights under federal and local law. No one should be mistreated, denied services, or discriminated against because of a disability. NM Posse's PIME program provides protection and advocacy for individuals with mental illness, and provides information about your rights, advocacy and assistance for eligible individuals, and support in cases involving abuse, neglect, or discrimination. Services are confidential and provided at no cost to eligible individuals. To learn more, call NM Posse today at 670-235-7273 or 7274, or email gborja@nmposse.org.
Wake up, sunshine, it's a brand new day. Brad's got the stories that'll light your way. Take a smile on his face, he's ready to share. Share. Good morning, Marianas. Feel the love in the air. Good morning, Marianas. Come join the fun. Together we'll shine like the morning sun.
With the waves crashing in, hear the oceans call. Brad brings the news that connects us all. From the islands to the world, goes the kind of wish. Good morning, Marianas, the best out of here.
Good morning, Marianas. Let's start the day. With laughter and stories, come what may.
All right, good morning, Marianas, and welcome back. It is 8:06 here on Thursday, April 2nd. That's right, so there's no more April Fools. That stuff doesn't count anymore. Although we did have a great story with our buddy LJ Castro, the Finicisu Mestizu, and you can find that over there at the NMINewsService.com. That was a lot of fun. We put the little disclaimer on there afterwards about him being picked up by the WWE and the World Boxing and all that stuff. It is just great to see that there's still some good humor out here in the Marianas. So I love these guys at Trench Check who come up with those joke the April Fool's jokes, and thanks for being such good sports and all that stuff. But no fooling about this one. We got our guests are in studio. They're with us, and we're going to hear about not just this rocket that's about to take off. We're talking about some of our young fighters who are going to be taking off and competing, representing the Marianas in the rest of the world. Here they come. Well, we are going to need to build a new studio because we got so many folks coming in. All right. Well, here we go. Well, first of all, let's welcome you guys. We have our coach Ty Dorham is in the house with us. Coach Ty, great to see you.
Great to see you, sir. How are you?
All right, man, I'll tell you what, this is great. You guys have been doing all kinds of great stuff with the fighting stuff and the discipline, the arts and everything, and now you got more going on. So let's do this real quick. Maybe, Keith, tell us all about the organization that you got, your gym, and then all the folks that you got with you today.
Okay. All righty. Well, one of the things since I've last talked to you, was able to go to Thailand over Christmas break, and so now I am, for the next 2 years, the WBC chairman of all of Micronesia. So we're, with WBC, be forming 3 WBC belts, and I'm also the chairman with the World Muay Thai Organization, so they are guaranteeing us 3 belts as well. So try to talk to some individuals here. Haven't had much luck, but Guam is really excited about the possibilities of opening up more ventures for Micronesia. And so Team Micronesia would be like our Olympic team.
Wow.
And we hope to spread to all the islands and introduce summer camps and things like that of youth development for boxing and Muay Thai and other martial arts as well.
This is outstanding. Like, there's nothing like it. You're starting something basically from the ground up, and it's not just Saipan, which is usually kind of how a lot of these things go. You're all over Micronesia. So how do you coordinate all that stuff? How can you make that work?
Well, I've been working some with Guam Muay Thai and also crew Nico down in Guam. And so yesterday we talked about programming where this summer we will visit Pohnpei, would visit Chuk and Palau to start out and put some introductions there. Then hopefully we can get some other people. I have a student, Eric Vaughn, who is in Chuk, and so we have some people already in place. Calvin Asa is also in Pohnpei. So we have people placed already that's going to help us to get started. And so got a new crew, and DJ is going as well. So these guys will be fighting June 25th through the 29th for the World Championships in Thailand. So they're going to be guaranteed at least 5 fights each.
Wow.
And so, but all new blood with the exception of DJ. And so they're all learning the ropes, and all of them hate me right now, but that's okay. So.
No, but that's this is great discipline. This is great training for them. Makes this in this part of their lives too. You know, they're all going to become fine adults with this kind of foundation with them.
Well, we also will be doing some camps where we will be training actually ring officials and judges, timekeepers, as well as the overall, official that governs the ring, and so no more will we have to worry about individuals being certified, to be able to judge and calculate our fights here in Micronesia.
Hey, and being a ring official is no joke. Like, that is full on. I've seen those guys. They got to move around and get out of the way and kind of anticipate some of this stuff. Make sure everybody's doing things the right way too.
Correct. And so one of the things in WBC when we were in Mexico, I didn't realize that you actually have 6 ring officials on the ground. So you have 3 that's scoring, and then you have 2 that now are looking out for other things. If there's a low blow and I'm the referee, if I miss that, then you have 3 eyes, 3 sets of eyes on the ground that's watching just for things like that to let you know if something did take place where that used to not be the case.
Wow. So. Well, you got a new crew. Let's see who you got. Who is with us today?
I'm Dre Hosno. I'm part of Team Micronesia, fighting under Crew Thai out of MCA MMA.
Please excuse my voice, but my name is Kimura Kitugwa.
My name is JB Marciano.
My name is John Pinala.
I'm Dominic Pangiminan, fighting under Team Micronesia, under Dr. Thai.
Man, that's great. And I hear some familiar names. I hear Marciano. So you're Gordon's grandson?
Yes.
No kidding. My gosh. Gordon, can you hear us over there? KKMP is right over there. I don't know if he can hear. Hosono, man, I know a whole bunch of Hosonos here. You got to be part of the same group. Who's your folks?
David Hosono and Rose Hosono.
That's awesome. This is so great. So now, how did you... I was gonna say, how did they get started? Like, how did they find the gym? How did all you guys get started with all this stuff?
Okay, you go ahead.
Well, I found the gym. Actually, I found Mr. Thai at my school. I heard about the gym a lot, and I wanted to try it out. So I literally went up to Mr. Thai and kind of begged if I could come in and check it out.
Yeah. So how you liking it so far?
Man, I love it.
What do you like the most about it right now?
I love the discipline it teaches us as individuals and how it's helping us grow as individuals too.
Were you into any kind of sports or anything before that?
I was into basketball, and those are all team sports, but when it comes to combat sports in particular, that's a solo sport. That's on you if you fail. So I really like it because that's on me if I don't put in that 100.
I love it. And so, talk to me about your voice. Were you cheering? Did you get sick? Do you have your own radio show? Do you have your own show and you lost your voice doing that?
Well, me and John were actually at a JCLC camp for JRTC on, was that Friday? And there was a lot of yelling involved, so I lost my voice.
Oh, no, that's great. Wait, are you at Southern? Is that where the camp was?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so Derek Cutting, that was part of what he was doing too. All right, so you guys shouting out a lot of commands? Is that where you ended up losing it?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah, they were there Friday through Tuesday night or Wednesday morning, so
that's great.
Long retreat.
All right, now just real quick, do you, because you mentioned it, do you plan on joining the service after school or anything? Do you have that in your plans?
Yes, definitely. I plan to enlist into the Air Force.
Oh, smart move. Smart move. I'll tell you, I'm an Army vet, and I tell people that they should join the Air Force. You'll have a way better life than I did, guaranteed. My own kids, I tell them that. That's great. So how did you get involved in all this?
So it was actually through John over here.
Yeah?
I heard he was going to the gym, and I've always been interested in fighting, so I thought maybe I'd try it out.
You're like, I could take John. Yeah, so, I mean, I better learn some skills. That's great. How long ago? When did you get started?
I think I started January of this year.
So just this year. Wow, that's a big change. Were you doing, you said you've always been interested in stuff like this, but have you been doing anything beforehand?
No, the most I've done was team sports in school.
No kidding. So now that you've been doing this since January, wow. What is it? Is it everything you hoped it would be? You know, is there something in particular that you like about it?
I like the amount of, I really get out of my comfort zone when I'm in the gym. And I learn a lot of things to do with my body that I never knew I could do.
No kidding. This is so great. I love it. All right, let's hear it, Marciano. How'd you get involved with all this?
How I got involved was I found Dr. Ty on Facebook, so I went and found the place that the old gym where he was at, and I just walked in and got my first day in.
Wow, no kidding. So you had to hunt. You guys are reaching out to find this. So like, do people talk about this in school? Is this one of those things that like people roaming like from class to class or at the cafeteria? Like, how did you had to find Dr. Ty, but how did you hear about it?
I didn't really hear about it. I just have to find myself.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Nice. So when did you start?
I started like July 2024.
No kidding. So now you've been scrapping for a while, learning all the discipline and all that, and now you're getting ready to go represent?
Yes, I'm ready.
Holy smokes, this is so cool. Are you the first person in your family to do this stuff?
Yes.
Wow.
Well, he has individual that won the King's Golden Plate. My niece won the King's Golden Plate in December as well. And so one of his competitors in his group will be this kid. And so, but I think he can take him. And so.
I love it. Oh, man. And when is this happening?
So June 25th through 29th. And so we're walking around with pledges. We're walking around. May 2nd, we'll have bingo for individuals to participate to help us to raise funding. We had Congressman Villagomez that has come through and helped our group, and so we're really excited about the possibilities and what we can do, and and one of the things, before 2 years we were under Team USA, and this is the actual first group that's actually Team Micronesia, and so they go down in history. Whatever they do this summer, they go down in history as the first official group under Team Micronesia.
Wow, this is incredible. All right, John, you're doing JRTC. It sounds like you're already a recruiter. You recruited someone else into this stuff. So how did you get involved in all this?
So I heard about this gym, especially about Mr. Ty, through all of family and friends. I had one family member and another friend that went to his gym, so I started asking around because I've always wanted to compete under combat sports. And I just wanted I wanted to find my pathway to competing worldwide. And I found Dr. Ty through one of my family members, one of Mr. Ty's old students. And I kept saying the same thing for a couple months, I'm gonna go. And then one day I cut the BS and I just said, okay, I'm gonna get in my car and I'm gonna let my mom know I'm gonna find this guy and I'm gonna find this gym. And I actually went to the old gym's location, and I had to do a lot of calls, and then I eventually did find the gym, our old gym in Garapan. So I've been training for about 6 to 5 months. I started in November, so it's April now, and yeah.
Wow, this sounds like I don't know if you guys ever saw those Marvel movies like Doctor Strange. These guys, you have to find the Comertage, they're going around trying to seek them out and everything. Where is the new gym that they're talking about?
We are above Canton Restaurant in Garapan, across from McDonald's.
Wait, is that the secret? Are they supposed to find you? Did I just give it away?
Just smell the chicken.
Smell the chicken. That's great. You know where you're going to eat right after you're done training. It's right downstairs.
Yes.
Awesome. You can take those chickens into submission.
One lovely thing about John is if there's a tsunami, he's going to find a way still to get to training. And so I love that about him. dedicated to making it there, every single time. So, and even, going around picking up teammates if he has to. So really has stretched himself to make sure that our team is going to be successful.
This is already the right sport for my kids because he's talking about driving himself, as opposed to me having to take the kids or my wife to take the kids to soccer and all that stuff all the time. I'm already thinking like these guys need to get in your gym. By the way, we got all kinds of comments coming in for you guys saying, good luck, brothers, represent. Good morning. What a bright young men and women. Push to get into something that you're all passionate about. Love seeing the youth be a part of things. Venus from Casa Marianas say, if you need a place to host a fundraising event, Casa Marianas would love to donate our space to you guys.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's just about people getting to see you guys and seeing what you're doing, because it sounds like you're doing some excellent stuff. You've only been doing this 5 or 6 months. How comfortable do you feel now getting in and competing for all of this?
So to me, getting into competing, I had to change my mindset completely, because when I first started training at the gym, I had the mindset of just, I'm in there to strengthen my body. I'm in there to, be a better person. Like Mr. Tai is saying on his business card, he says, I am the facilitator of your success. And I truly believe that he's facilitating my success right now. And being in fight camp, it's a totally different mindset than it was to just do it as a hobby. So I've been dialing myself in both physically and mentally and spiritually to not only go there to Thailand to win a medal, but to dominate every fight that I get into the ring and just put 100% out there, because as the first representative of Team Micronesia, I expect nothing less of myself.
See, that's the kind of confidence that I think our young men and women need, and not that cocky, braggadocious kind of stuff, but that confidence in not just their abilities, but in themselves. And when they have that, you can build anything on top of that foundation, right? Is that what you're going for?
Yes, sir. We one of the things we say is everyone who enters our door leaves a better citizen of the world. And so that's first and foremost what we try to do. And when we represent ourselves and we represent, the island worldwide, people have known us. That, as I was telling you before, when we walked through the airports in Mexico, people were cheering, "Yay, Team Micronesia!" They saw, that we weren't doing just fight camp Muay Thai. We were actually doing the actual art in the ring, and so really excited about, all the things that we can do. And when our guys go out into the community, we want them to be humble, we want them to be confident, but we want them to be someone that is an aspiration for others.
Well, you already got that. More folks coming in saying, the Marianas Pride. Looking forward to seeing you guys in the bright future of your career. Hope more support starts coming in for you guys. And people are really resonating, and just in the comments with all these things that you guys are saying. Mr. Pangilinan, talk to us about how you got involved with all of this as well.
Like John, I came across Dr. Sai through family. I had family that previously trained with Dr. Sai, so one day I ended up just following him, and I ended up liking it. And thank you to Dr. Tai for taking me in. One day he gave me the opportunity to come and fight for him, and I said why not. So ever since then, it's been good. Everything's been great. Came in late January this year, and just haven't stopped training since.
Just since January?
Yes, sir.
No kidding. And so what do you like the most about it? What really fuels your passion with this? Because it's not easy going to the gym and getting all those directions. They're probably talking about nutrition, talking about stretching and all that. You can't just walk in and there's no goofing around in there. Like, you're actually training.
Yeah, I think it comes with it's the mentality of it. You gotta come to, you wanna be in there, be a better person, get your body right. It's all about the mentality of it. You wanna go in, train as hard as you can. Like Dr. Tai says, you train hard, you fight easy. And that's what we're aiming to do coming June.
I think the first fight is fighting against going to McDonald's for lunch right after your training, right? And then but getting in there. Can you tell us, you don't have to tell us any secrets, but maybe talk about how the training works, like how many hours a week, how many hours a day, or how often are these folks in there?
The fight team actually has Tuesday and Thursdays as their dedicated day. but I request that they be there every single day. And we try to put in 2.5 hours at least every day. And so we go through every little move, turn your foot this way, and it's going to give you, a transverse reaction by making the kick stronger. Do this, be able to judge individuals striking by their shoulders, look for the elevation of the hip. And so we're looking at all of these different things that will give us an opportunity to have edges within the fights. And, one of the things with Dom here is he was really timid in the very beginning. And then we have what we call a round robin, where we kind of go a little bit more intense towards one another. And one night he just let it go. And when he released his inhibitions, it's like, wow, he has such talent. And so I talked to him about it, and hopefully he's still believing and trusting in, what we can do. And on another note, my niece is fighting for the USA Championship, Corey Story, April 4th in Los Angeles, and so
wow,
WBC. So we've been successful, and Gretchen, who was here before, she hopes to join us in Thailand, and so we're sending a really good delegation, and hopefully by November we will start having opportunities for hosting the WBC and WMO belts. Each belt is about $700 each. And so, Thailand has really trusted us, and we as Team Micronesia to lead the way. And so we're hoping that we can do a lot of great things for the youth and the future of CNMI.
Wow, it sounds like it. Things are really moving for you guys, and the future looks so bright with everything you got going on. One of the questions that came in is, hey, how much are you guys trying to raise? Is there a goal that you guys are trying to achieve?
Okay, so for each individual, it's going to be total for their registration, their flight, and hotel and food, roughly around $1,200 each.
Wow.
And so that's what we're striving for. And whatever we don't come up with, then the families will help to make sure that we cover it.
Well, the thing is that going around and just asking folks for money is not easy, for one. Trying to sell stuff is not easy or fun, for two. But I think something like what you guys are doing is something that makes people feel good to know that they can support something like this. Just seeing that you guys are on the right path. You guys are doing great stuff. You guys are going to go accomplish and represent us so well. I think a lot of people are going to join in for something like this. So we're going to talk a little bit later too, because I want to try to do something to help raise some money for you guys. And I think a lot of people are going to really want to do this stuff with you guys.
Well, being Team Micronesia and realistically being Team CNMI, when we're in Mexico, DJ and Justin, winning, and Corey's fighting out of Hawaii now, but she started out here with me. And, but, tears came to my eyes, when we have our guys, there's 449 fighters there. And when our guys have hit the medal rounds, and so...
We have a call coming in. 1 second. You guys will be able to hear it. Hafide Zentiro, thanks for calling the show. Who's this?
Hello, I'm calling from Wisconsin, over here on the other side of the world. Is this NMI News Service?
Yeah, we're doing our morning show right now. Are you watching?
I know, I don't have cable TV. I just saw something on YouTube about NMI News Service, and I got people that want to know more information about the Mariana Islands.
All right. Well, hey, let me do this. I've got your number. We've got some folks who are on our we're doing our morning show right now. And what I'll do, I've got your number because it came up on the caller ID, and we'll give you a call after we wrap up the show in about half an hour or so.
That would be great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and have a great day.
Yes, sir. You do the same.
All right. Thank you. All right. Well, we got a call from someone from Wisconsin who wants to know more about the Marianas. That's pretty cool. Hey, by the way, you guys can see it on the screens. 6 minutes away from the launch of the Artemis 2. This is the rocket that is going to the moon. They're not going to land, but they're going to make a lot of low passes. They're going to be orbiting the moon like 4,000 feet above the surface of the moon, surveying to find out a whole bunch of the different landing spots that they've got lined up, and to see if there's ice on the moon that they could use. No, not that kind. They're trying to find out if there's stuff that they can use for water, for either for drinking when they get there, or if they can use it as a propellant for their future trips to the moon and beyond, believe it or not. So we're about 5.5 minutes away, but right now we're talking about the careers of these fine young men and women that are about to take off as they're trying to get not to the moon, but to get to Thailand this summer to represent all of Micronesia. And already a lot of great support coming from you guys in the comments, and it's great. The parents are watching right now. This is great, folks from different islands. We even got that call from Wisconsin. They didn't know you're on. Maybe they felt the energy. Who knows?
Yes.
So this is great. Right now, aside from the great offer that we just got from the folks at CASA, you mentioned that there are some other fundraising things that you're doing.
Yes, sir. And so again, all the fighters have a pledge sheet, and so and that money is actually, we were hoping that that would be extra money for them to be able to spend in Thailand. And so, and I have Thai family that will be able to meet with us, and so we're gonna be able to learn some things about other cultures. But May 2nd is our bingo night, and so
May 2nd.
Yes, sir. And so John's mom and Dre's mom were instrumental in getting that organized, and so we're hoping to schedule at the end of this month, the end of May, and the middle of June, car washes through Shell. And so Miss Evelyn Aguto has helped us to make arrangements for that. So we are really, looking forward. And then my wife, Dragon Lady, so she's meaner than I am, and but she's team mom, and she really makes sure that everything is going great for us in the gym. Everything is structured and well situated. So we're still looking for other opportunities of how to raise money, but again, this is a life-altering opportunity for them, and hopefully they become the future leaders of CNMI, and we break free from some of the strangles that have held us back as island nation. And so, and that's what we're hoping to do, is you walk through our doors, you leave a better citizen.
I can already see these folks, our Commonwealth's going to be in good hands when these guys get a little bit older and start moving in ththose positions. Hey, remember us, Manamko? All right, when we get all old and stuff. I'm excited for you. I know we've got great communications between us, so we're going to work together, at least for some of this, because I really want to help. Especially if you guys end up doing raffles or any of that stuff, we could do it live wherever you are. We could do it here
Yes,
and get the whole team in.
We talked this morning about doing some raffles, and so we'll talk this afternoon with Dre's mom on helping to organize the raffles.
All right, and one of the big things is when we get to do them live, you have the studio, we'll do it. We might end up doing it on that side over there where I can make it a little bit bigger for everybody, and we'll produce it from there and really let people see what's happening. By the way, so we're gonna turn the volume on so we can watch this thing together real quick. This is a big thing. It's almost as big as what you guys are trying to do here. We're gonna put this on the screen here. This is, and we'll get you guys on there too, and we'll get the audio up there so we can hear it together. Let's see, where are you, volume? Here we go. Just 2 minutes away from the launch here. We're gonna turn this up. By the way, this is exciting. Less than a minute. We're at 50. Oh, they stopped it at. Oh, there we are. This screen stopped at 56, or is it just the stream that stopped? Oh, that's it.
Know what the T0
there
is.
We go.
Coming up at T-minus 33 seconds, control shifts from the ground launch sequencer to the rocket's onboard autonomous launch sequencer, or ALS. The rocket will count itself down but honor any holds that could come from the ground.
So you guys will remember this for the
Now,
rest
shortly
of your
after
life, where you
liftoff,
watched
Houston will
this.
take control of the rocket, and my colleague Gary Jordan will take over commentary.
GLS, go for area left.
Great call out. The rocket is on its own. 4 brave explorers ready to ride the most powerful rocket NASA has ever launched. Sound suppression water is flowing.
15.
And here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7. RS-25 engines lit. 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition. And liftoff. The crew of Artemis II now bound for the moon. Humanity's next great voyage begins.
Good roll pitch. Roger, roll pitch.
Houston now controlling the flight of Integrity on the Artemis II mission around the moon.
I'm going to turn our speaker here down a little bit so it doesn't pick up on the microphone. But like that, you heard them say this is the most powerful rocket mankind has ever made that's taken off on its way to the moon. We wanted to have this live with you guys. Just happened to be with you guys on the show too. How cool is that?
3 miles in altitude, traveling more than 1,200 miles.
Now, when you guys fly to Thailand, it's going to be a different kind of vehicle that'll get you guys there, and you'll be a little more comfortable. But those guys traveling together as a team as well. Folks from all over. This is really an international flight too. I know it's the U.S., it's NASA, but I know they've got like Canadian team members on there. Real diverse group of folks on there. And you know, I was listening to an interview with the mission commander and everything, who's actually going to be piloting the craft manually for a little bit of time too. So it's going to be really cool.
Integrity is 14 miles in altitude, 8 miles downrange, traveling more than 2,600 miles per hour.
Wow. Well, there you go. Taking off like you guys. Taking off like what you guys are doing. Starting something new. Making something, you know, a new twist on what's happening in the Marianas and everything. Look at this. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys do. We're still going to have this stuff on here, but my gosh. Both of these things happen at the same time. I mean,
Yes.
it's like perfect timing. So, so what is the next thing, excuse me, that you guys have now as you're moving forward to it? You said May 2nd is the big fundraiser for the bingo. You've got car washes lined up and other stuff.
Yes, and then hopefully we'll organize a raffle, and I'll be flying to Guam to meet with them. I think we have a hotel that's wanting to host the officials conference, and so I don't know how well, you know, Guam has so many different organizations there, and so hopefully we can get everyone certified, and then meeting with crew Nico down there, we will branch out to Pohnpei, Chuuk, and Palau to start our youth development leagues, and so we'll also do youth development leagues in Guam and Saipan, and so that will be our next step. Hopefully in the fall we will have an answer on when we will host the first WMO and the first WBC belts. And so one of the things that they gave us is the opportunity that say Dom, if he wins over in Thailand, that he could be the interim champion for his weight class, and then we would hold a tournament for the other 2 belts, but he would be the culminating event of the night to actually see who is going to be his weight class champion. And so there's opportunities, and again, these guys are the first recognized team that's not sponsored by the USA or anyone else. We are Team Micronesia, so they go down in history. Again, the first Team Micronesia, we were sponsored by Team USA, and so now no more.
Wow, just amazing. That is so exciting, and it's such a big moment for all of you. It's so exciting. So how about the total number of folks who are going?
We have 2 more, so there's 7 of us going. And so then we have a young lady that is going, Jaden from Cagman, and she is going to help because we have some young ladies, but she's going to learn to, she's get certified as a cut man. She's going to get certified as a ring official and some other things. So we're starting our tour, you know, and the good thing about it is that if there's a fight in Japan and they need someone to be a ring official, then they can call up someone from Saipan. They will fly them there, put them in a hotel. They'll get paid, you know, to do, you know, WBC fights. And so we have the opportunity to make a change, you know, not only in Saipan, but all of Micronesia. And so we are paving the way. And
just outstanding. All right. By the way, Venus says, hey, they've got the UFC and Madden 26 tournaments tonight over at Casa Marianas. I don't know if you guys ever played those video games, but the UFC, they do like the fight tournaments. It's free to get in. And they've got movies, they've got all kinds of stuff, and says they're going to be accepting donations. Hold on one second, so I can see it on here too. They're also going to be accepting donations for the Saipan Humane Society too. Got some love saying, hey, we love you, Team Micronesia. That's great. Chalk D, Team CNMI. You know, that's great. This is all great stuff. I'm really excited for it. So you guys keep sending me the info when you guys get some flyers so that we can promote it and let folks know what's going on.
yes, sir, will do.
All right. Any last shout outs? We're going to take a real quick break, but anything you guys want to say to anybody?
No, sir.
No? All right. All right, just
Well, thank you again. You've always been there to support us and help guide us. So blessings to you and your family.
Thank you. I love everything about what you guys are doing. I think it's amazing. It's something that everybody can get behind for sure. And this is the kind of program that I would encourage my kids to get into because I believe it. I believe in you, and I believe in all of you guys. It's so exciting to see what you're doing.
One quick thing. You know, as soon as I got certified in Thailand, one of the first two people outside of my family, I contacted Cookie and I contacted Crew Kevin down in Guam. You know, so a lot of people want to make adversaries of people, but you know. Cookie and Trench Tech has always been really great to me as an individual, and so we will always be there to champion, you know, his events and things like that. We're not kickboxers, even though we participate in kickboxing, and that's one of the things that I wanted him to know is that no matter what we do, we'll do it from the aspect of Muay Thai, not from doing anything to hinder the success of Trench Tech.
That's awesome. That is just awesome. Yeah, they're great too. I mean, they got things started, you know, way back in Fury Fighting Islands 2 in Tinian. I remember I was there for it, and there was a lot of Bud Lights that went down that night. But it was a great event back in the old Tinian Dynasty days. But just to see how far we've come and how many more events have happened, you know, we just had that big jiu-jitsu, submissions tournament over the weekend. And here we go. Well, this is great. You guys, thank you so much for coming in. I know you're promoting what you're doing and everything, but it's great to meet all of you, and I can't wait to see how you do. I'm really excited for you. I think you guys are going to do great.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, folks, we are going to take a break. We're going to run a couple of commercials, but even while we have the commercials on, I haven't set this part up yet, but I'm going to have the cam on here so you guys can kind of see this stuff too. So we can continue watching this launch because that's going to be kind of going on through the rest of the broadcast now. It's really pretty exciting for everyone. So, folks, we're not going anywhere. We'll be right back with more. And so,
Separating.
Yeah, we'll break it up. All right, see you guys in just a little bit. Holy cow, look at that. Can you
Yes,
believe it?
yes.
All right, maybe we won't take a break. All right, we will. Hold on. Here we go.
Shiny smiles all around where happiness is found. It's the little things that make it true. Shiny smiles start with you.
They're friends and neighbors, sons, fathers. They're little league coaches and veterans. They're people who love this country. These are Immigration and Customs Enforcement officers. They are removing violent criminals from our streets and neighborhoods. It's dangerous and difficult work. But ICE has one mission: to make America a safer place to live. And that's what they're doing. This is law enforcement. This is ICE.
For a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6. If you see something, say something, and stay anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers at 234-7272 or submit a tip online at nmicrimestoppers.com. No names, no caller ID, no recordings, just your info. And if your tip leads to an arrest, you could earn up to $1,000 in cash. Your tips have helped take hundreds of criminals off the streets in the NMI. It works because of you. Crime Stoppers, we want your information, not your name. PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
We're bringing heat today, so let's get started. Woke up and smiles, the sun shining. Let the sun shine in. Got dreams to chase and a world to win. Turn up the Rios is today, and let's dance through this day. Feel the vibe in the air. Come on, let's play. We live in love, making waves as we go. With every heartbeat, it's an endless show. We're living bright, let the music ignite. Good morning, Marianas. Let's shine tonight. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. We live in love, making waves as we go. With every heartbeat, it's an endless show. We're living bright, let the music ignite. Good morning, Marianas. Let's shine tonight.
All right, Marianas, welcome back. It is Thursday morning, 8:50 on this Thursday, Holy Thursday. That means tomorrow is Good Friday, and not sure what your big plans are tomorrow, but ours is to get up there and start making our way up Mount Tapachao, the Good Morning Marianas Good Friday walk. That's going to be something that we'll cover again tomorrow because we've done it before. We're going to do it again, and that's part of our island. It's part of our culture here in the CNMI, and specifically here in Saipan. That is the walk that you do on Good Friday. And the good news is, for me, is that I don't have to worry about parking this year because we live up in that area. So I got to we're starting from the bottom, but we're kind of on the way up a little bit. I'll make our way up as a fam. Really looking forward to that. And just take it part of this annual tradition that we've got here in Saipan. Now, if you haven't done it before, that's going to be where basically you park around where the pavement ends and the gravel begins, anywhere you can on the way up to Top Chow, and just start making your way up. And if you get there at the right time, you get there when the guys are bringing the cross up the mountain and then try to put that in there. It is a real community effort, and I love it. Some people, I think if you don't love it, even if it's not in your religion or any of that, it's just something to be a part of, seeing something that happens every year in Saipan, part of that tradition of what we've got going on out here now. I love it. Anyway, we still have in the bottom corner, that is the continuing coverage from the rocket launch today. Again, it was the Artemis 2 mission that took off. That is bringing astronauts into space on the most powerful rocket ever made by mankind. It's already up and it's out there. They were showing the different stages where it's at, and they're going to be extending solar arrays in a little bit. We were able to see the launch. We're able to see the separation, and that's going to be something that continues going on. Yeah, Saipan then he says, so if we go tomorrow, Brad has breakfast for all the viewers of the show. Man, I don't know if I don't have that many breakfasts. That's it. I know I can't do meat, right? So we got eggs. By the way, can't do chicken, but we could do eggs. What's the deal with that, Lent? Tobot says, I'll be out of breath even if I drive with my 4Runner. Yeah, so that's going to be our walk tomorrow. That's what we're going to be doing. So instead of being in the studio, we're going to be making our way up the mountain and catch some of that action and some photos, some videos and all that. Bring that to you, especially if you aren't here and you can't be here in Saipan. Maybe it's something you used to be able to do and you just don't have that same mobility that you used to. We're going to be there for you to bring that to you, see some of those smiling faces, and wonder what kind of weather we're going to have. Hopefully it's going to be great. You know, a couple days ago, we woke up literally in a cloud. It was a cloud all day on, was that Saturday or Sunday? And, you know, when we got down to Beach Road, it was sunny and warm and lovely. Kind of like you. Yeah. All right. Well, Bruce says, Brad, are you rucking up there? No, I'm not rucking up there. I'm walking up there. Hey, I've been packing on extra. I've been putting a lot of calories into my packing list for years to prepare for this. You know, my ruck is in the front, unfortunately, these days. I do have a pretty good little ruck that I could bring with me. But that was not going to be the plan for me to do that. I don't need anything harder. Look, you're already going to be hearing me breathing going up there. You don't need anything more than that. That's going to be pretty heavy. Shoko says, Ohio. Great to see you this morning, Shoko. Remember, if you guys don't remember, she is DC Rentals, tables, chairs. She gave us the hookup. If you're a vet, think about reaching out to her first, because they took care of us for our veteran stuff, and they're always there. When we've asked for something, they don't charge us a nickel. They've done it for our events. Like when we were waiting, we would have been all waiting in the rain for those vouchers for the laptops and all that stuff, which, by the way, we don't have them yet, but I know that they're already in that process. They already did the RFP to get that out there. So that there is going to be a local provider that's going to be purchasing all those laptops and distributing them later. But the reason why we weren't in the rain is because we had that great tent and those tables from DC Rentals from Shoko. So she's there in the comments. Shoko David Harada Celis right there. You reach out to her, DC Rentals. they're the ones you want to talk to for that. Hey, I want to tell you about one other thing. Monday, this was so cool. We had the Autism Awareness Month proclamation signing, right? And they're talking about all these different events that are going to happen, and there's a lot of them, and they are going to be great. But last night, we were at Godfather's Beach Bar, still not drinking because it's Lent, but we were speaking with Scotty, and he told us they are going to do an autism fundraiser. They reached out to a couple folks because they love that organization and they want to do more. So they are going to have an autism awareness, an autism the organization here for the CNMI. They're going to do a fundraiser on April 18th. It's Saturday, April 18th, Godfather's Beach Bar. So not Godfather's Beach Bar, located at the Marianas Beach Resort. Great spot, by the way, if you haven't been out there. And if you haven't, well, now's your chance. April 18th, Godfather's Beach Bar. They're going to do a portion of the proceeds from that night, the whole day and night that they're open. They're going to go to the Autism Association of the CNMI. What else are they going to do? They're also going to be having a donation bucket. So on top of a portion of their proceeds that they're going to make during that night, they're going to be having a donation bucket that's going to go around. So hopefully collecting all kinds of money for the Autism Association of the CNMI. This is so awesome. There'll be more details to come, but they're going to have raffles and everything. Scott's already been talking to other folks, like IT&E is going to get involved, and they're going to be donating stuff for it too. So there's going to be all kinds of prizes, raffles, and fun, because it's always going to be fun at Godfather's Beach Bar. But this is going to be a big day. Put it on your calendar. April 18th, Saturday. You're a couple Saturdays away. It's not Lent anymore, so I can have fun too. And they're going to raise some money for the Autism Association of the CNMI. So he loves that cause, him and Dave, and they want to make sure that they could do something great for it. So this is a great opportunity for all of you. If you don't normally go out, this should be your going out night. Make this your date night. Have fun with everybody. Show your support for your family and friends who have autism as a part of their lives. There's so many folks here in the Marianas that do, and this is just one of the things. A couple days later, there's going to be the big motorcade, the drive, and so this is going to be. It's not on that calendar yet, but this is going to be a great time for folks to show their support for the Autism Association of the CNMI. We had a great time at the big proclamation signing, and now we're going to have a great time at Godfather's Beach Bar, April 18th. So more details to come, but that is happening. Mark it down, clear your schedule, be there. In a couple of minutes, we're going to wrap up the show, and then we are going to be out of here. We have a meeting with the folks. Oh, actually, I got a little bit of time. It's not till 10. Thank goodness. We're going to meet with the folks over there at Marianas Beach Resort. Excited because we're going to be talking about a couple of different things, but one of the big announcements, we mentioned it the other day, Bart Jackson is the new general manager for Marianas Beach Resort. We've got an interview with him. We're going to talk more about what he's done, his experience. He's been a big player in the full Marianas over the last, maybe 30 years. And we're going to hear all about what his plans are over there and that they brought him on board. It seems like a really great move that they got him on board over there at Marianas Beach Resort because he knows the region probably better than just about anybody. He's also happens to be the chairman of the board for the CPA, so there's a lot of things that make sense with this decision, and we can't wait to interview him. What else do we have today? We're going to be meeting with some other folks. Yes, Shoko, Bart is back. He's been with Bridge Capital for a long time, and then again, he was a board member for the Commonwealth Ports Authority, and now he's the chairman, and now officially signed on as the general manager for the Marianas Beach Resort. You got to love it, and we'll be getting him on camera here in about an hour. All right, so we've got more stuff coming, and I want to say thanks to you guys for joining us today. If you haven't already, please subscribe to us. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please. Our YouTube channel is going to keep growing, and it's doing okay, but it's going to do better with you as a subscriber to it. So please find us over there on the YouTube channel. Also on Instagram, if you haven't subscribed to us over there, please do as well. And hey, once in a while, show us some love. Give us, on this broadcast today, you could do it for the whole show, but for this one today, please leave a reaction, a like, a thumbs up. I don't even like you, Brad. You know, whatever you want, a reaction, a comment. Every time we broadcast, if you could do it on all of those, that would be great. And tell people too, hey, I want to watch the show, but I don't have the social media or TV. No problem. Go to our website, nminewsservice.com. Every time we go live, that includes this show, but every time we go live, we are broadcasting live on the website, nminewsservice.com. So if people want to watch it, they don't have social media, you can watch it right there. So that's what we got for you today, folks. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for your comments. Thanks for your support. We love these guys who are going to represent Team Micronesia, and we hope that you can support them. If you could support them financially, that would be awesome. And if you can't, support them with a little bit of love and let people know about what's going on. It's the NMI News Service. This is a thing for you guys, and this is our morning show every Monday through Friday. And tomorrow morning, we're going to see you on the way up to Mount Tapachao for Good Friday. Have a great one, Marianas, and we will see you again. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Take care.